Hi everyone, my name is Shantasia. Welcome to my channel. It is July 11th, 2018. Let's vlog today. So this is my high-tech setup. I have a very nice tripod, if I do say so myself. I use a Canon T2i, and it is an older generation camera, but I do love it. I've had it for several years, I think 2011-ish, so it's been a good camera, and now it's even being a part of my writing journey, which is exciting because it's been a photography journey for many years. And I have this silly little tripod, but the day that I bought it, I didn't release the trigger, and I actually popped the head right off, and I used some E6000 to attach it, but it's wearing off, and it really is only good for using my phone, so whatever, it just is what it is. And then here's my little studio, and I do transport this back and forth. This divider is part of the wall in my bedroom that divides me from my roommate, so I have a little bit of privacy. And then I have these newer lighting kit, and this lighting kit came with the 2 lamps, and then it also has a hair lamp, but I don't use that because it drives me crazy. And then I just throw a little chair in there. But yeah, that's all I have for a setup. And I'll leave the links that I have for these products if you'd like to check them out. I did get them on Amazon. This lighting kit is a perfect beginning lighting kit. I think I paid like $26 for it about 4 years ago. So it was brand new. It wasn't used or refurbished or anything like that. But I really found that it really, when you're in photography like I am, it really isn't about the things that you are using. It's about your creativity. And these give me just enough light, and it's just perfect. But I wanted to show you guys my tripod because I left my tripod in Minnesota. A thing that I have regretted since the day we moved, and I realized it. So yeah. So these are my babies. This little guy is Marbles, and he is about 15 years old. He's a little rough. He feather picks. He's got emotional issues. Don't you, Marbles? His wife died, and he just has never been the same. And then right here is Max. He's handsome. Max is Marbles' son. He's so cute. He's about 7 or 8. I have such a terrible track of time. And then over here, we have Coco. And he's about 15 years old too. And his wife Dottie is in the back. She's shy. And then here's Prince. And he is Max's brother. So those are the Fibs. This is Frolic. But you guys have met her before. Say hello, Frolic. Hey, you. This puppy, she doesn't like getting her hair cut, so she always is some kind of a half mess. Her furry feet and her furry face. And lately I've been calling her a Blabador. You didn't hear her, but she was just hooting at the door. The mailman came. But she's pretty. She's a Terry Poo Bashan. She's 3 years old and she's the love of my life. She drives me crazy, but I love her to pieces. And what is a writer without kitties? This is my baby girl, Ginger Sienna. And she's an old lady. She acts like an old lady. I also call her Sassafras. She's a sassy little thing. Right, yeah. She's healthy. She's happy. She just complains a lot. There is also Mr. Fibby. He is an indoor-outdoor cat. I laugh because he runs in and out. He's worse than a child. He runs in and out of the house. If the door's open, he's in it. If it's open 5 minutes later, he's out it. All day long. He's as bad as the kids. And then I also have Rafi, Bex, and Hawk, Mr. Fibby's brother. But they are still in Minnesota waiting for me to get a job and get a house so that I can bring them here with me. And I miss them. Even Bexy. She's a bum face, but I love her. She yells a lot too, and she's mean. She's the alpha kitty. So she makes sure that everybody in the household knows she's the boss. And she and Frolic do not get along. So you can imagine that I do not miss that. Because Frolic is a big mouth, Labrador dog. I love her to bits, but man, she's got a lot to say. So anyways, I was just cleaning up a little bit in the bedroom, folding some laundry, putting everything back together after tearing it all apart. And I now have the need to eat. It's 12:30. So I think I'm going to eat something. And then I will get my desk ready and organized, and I'll show you my new writing area. I haven't really had one since we've moved here, but I did set one up maybe a week ago, and it's been helping because I have that quiet space that I can go to and relax and spend some time. And so I'll get all that put back together because I destroyed it trying to get that divider out. And then we will do some writing and some probably photo editing because I do want to get this vlog up, and I want to get my other 2 videos that I filmed today up as soon as I can to make up for the weeks that I have missed. Because I missed 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It'll be 3 weeks this week. So we'll just keep going on with our day. I have the house to myself for a few more hours, and I'm going to enjoy it and enjoy the peace and quiet, because yesterday we had a house full and it was intense. There was a lot of screaming. So anyways, back to my life. Well, I am tired. I've been typing for a little while. Not really anything too difficult, but my eyes are really tired and I'm tired. I only got about 4 hours of sleep last night because I got all caught up in the newest episode of The Handmaid's Tale. Oh my word, if you haven't seen it, watch it. It made me cry. I'm not even gonna lie. So anyways, I was just thinking I would take a little bit of a break, rest my eyes, maybe take a little bit of a nap. It's about 2:30, so I've gotten a lot done today so far. I only got up at 9:30, so considering how late and how little sleep I got, I am impressed with how much I've gotten done. But I wanted to just run over really quick the books that I'm reading right now. I have 5 that I'm working on. I had 6, but I had to take it off because I was interested in other books. And I generally will have 3 to 5 books going at the same time. Most times I will sit and read things straight through, but lately I haven't been doing that too much. I did set a goal for this year that I wanted to read 200 books. Last year, I think I read like 120 without really even trying, and that was like in like 6 months. So I decided to really set my goal up there for this year. And I don't really put too much pressure on myself for my reading goals because I love reading. And so it's not a big deal for me to hit that many books. And I do read a lot of children's books because of my nieces and my nephew. So I do get like cheater books out of that. But only a few. And I usually put my very favorites on there. But if you want to see what I'm reading and what I have been reading over the last few years, you can check my Goodreads account out. I will link it down below. And I'm on there quite a bit. It's one of my favorite places. And I'm looking forward to setting up my author Goodreads page too, because I think that'll be like one of my success things. But anyway, so right now I am reading a digital book, Swinging on a Star by Janice Thompson. And that one is really cute. It's about I want to say, it's kind of like, I want to say that it is like My Big Fat Greek Wedding with the Texas twist. It's adorable. And they're Italian. They're not Greek. And the series is hilarious. I read the first one and I loved it. And then I do the digital downloads through my library. So I found it on the second one on there, and I'm currently reading that one. I'm also reading The West of the Texas Kid by Jeff C. Dykes. And that one I have been picking up whenever I go to the local library just to read a few chapters here and there. And it's been pretty good so far. It's about a young man who came into the West and about all his experiences. I guess he was like a rancher and an outlaw and all kinds of stuff. So he sounded like a pretty interesting character, so I picked that one up. I'm also still working on The Beginning of Wisdom by Bob Yandian. I think I said his name right. And that one is what I'm using for my Bible study right now. And it's just a study of Proverbs. So I've been enjoying that one too. Then I also discovered the Gender series by Bella Forrest, The Gender Game. And I'm currently on book 3, The Gender Lie. And I'm in love with these books. I had never heard of them. I had never heard of these. And so I went into it completely without even really knowing what the storyline was about. All I knew was that male and female were segregated and they had separate cultures. And so I picked it up really thinking nothing of it and not having any opinion. And I've been very surprised. Oh, I've gobbled up the first 2 books. This one I'm reading a little bit slower. I think I'm enjoying it a little bit more. But I love the 2 main characters, especially the male lead character. He's amazing. Very well written. And then I'm also reading He Walked the Americas by L. Taylor Hanson. And this one I am reading as research for the first book of Children of Cashette. And as you probably already know, my series is a speculative science fiction novel with a Christian twist or a messianic twist. And so I had heard about this book from a friend of mine who is Native, and she was telling me about how Yeshua or Jesus had come to the Americas and had ministered to the people here. And it fascinated me because that is something that would really work very well for our story, or my story. It's going to be weird saying my story. So I picked this up, and some of the tales are really cool and some of them are weird. So I've just been kind of reading them just for ideas and inspiration. And it's very cool to see all these different cultures. They have all the same stories and all the same tales. And it's just really cool to see how all of these native cultures throughout the Americas have similar stories about their religious system and their faith. And so I'm really enjoying reading that one. But that is what I have right now, and I think I'm gonna putter around a little bit, just kind of relax. Like I said, my eyes are really sore from staring at that computer screen. I worked on that workbook for probably 12 to 13 hours yesterday. So I'm kind of a little bit over it today. I want to get more done on it, and my brain is just spinning with ideas. Like last night, it wasn't just The Handmaid's Tale that kept me up. I kept thinking of new things, and I really should have rolled over and written them down or put them in my memo on my phone, but I didn't. Just do it. My biggest writing tip would be just do that, please, because you will regret it. The next day you will not remember a thing that you thought you were going to remember. So, yeah, so now I'm kind of frustrated with myself on that one, but I know that those ideas will come back to me, and I'll just have to put a notebook by my bed tonight. Well, that is it for today. I just woke up from the most glorious nap, about 2 hours worth of dozing on the couch, and I feel so much better, so I'm ready to jump back in and get some work done. And we're also gonna have dinner, and I just don't feel like dragging you around anymore, so we're gonna sign off. As always, be sure to check out my Instagram. That is where I am most active on my social media platforms. And I also have a freebie to announce. If you join my mailing list, which you'll receive maybe an email a month or so, updating you on all the cool things that I'm up to, you can sign up at my website below, and you will receive a free download of a character profile questionnaire that I've been developing over the years. So I hope that you enjoy it. I've been working very hard on it. It is the one that I use in my story Bibles, so you'll be using exactly what I'm using. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.